Hello everybody and welcome back to Formula Virtual Racing. We're here for round number 4 around, well, the FIO Neutral Grand Prix. No, because no, it's the Russian Grand Prix, but we can't say Russia because they're banned. But it is the Russian Grand Prix. We're here today and, as per usual, I'm joined by Brendan. Brendan, how are you doing?
I am doing... I'm early on.
That was a terrible pun. Terrible pun.
You're not the judge of them.
Yeah, to be honest, we all remember there was a couple of howlers back in season 1. We've tuned it up. No,
I think somebody else could judge that for us.
Yes, we should get Alex to watch one of these streams. He's the pun meister. He understands the glory behind fantastic puns. But pick a driver, any driver, Brendan. Whose lap are we going to commentate?
Let me see. Well, Krem's having worked through his lap, but who cares? He's actually here today for once, and that is actually surprising. Not too bad here, and braking for, and a bit wide, so just probably a bit. Anderson, just looking a bit of a messy lap, and messy commentary to go with it. As Chloe's out, that's unfortunate. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, what's happened?
Stefan, I think it was Stefan and Chloe. But anyways, Karim's still on.
Dearie me.
And Tyler setting an absolutely amazing 1 minute 30.1. And Karim about to come across the line, and
it's a 30.2 for Karim. So Tyler, last week's I've had another voice crack saying Tyler, haven't I? Oh well. Tyler, last week's winner, would have won 30.1. Lewis beats that 129.9 for the Scotsman. Next man, Enzo King, 30.3 in the Alpine/Renault. Jack Redmond's just about entering sector number 3. That is Yassine Sadfi, 2/10 on pole position with a 129.7, replacing Legend Rosenberg. Through sector 3 is Jack Redmond, doesn't want to run wide there. Sam Davis stays second with a 29.8, snatched of a win last week due to a time penalty last corner. Here's Jack Redmond, second, 29.7. Lewis, the favourite today, down in 4th so far in this early parts of the session. Jerome Muller 8th with a 30.6. Now Viggo Anderson 9th, 31.3, and that's Aaron McFall with what is a banker time. Vester. Is that a bollard on the circuit? There was so definitely a bollard on the circuit there. Cito's in the pits, so we can't go board, but there was a bollard on the circuit at that last corner.
yeah, it's certainly easy to hit that bollard if you're really trying to maximise time.
Well, someone definitely maximised time, and they clipped the bollard. That's actually not allowed, so gonna hope they didn't extend at that final corner. Here comes Liam Redmond, though, rounding the second final corner. And the final corner, across the line, 36. That is a 10th spot for the Ferrari replacement. Marcel Magiera hasn't validated his time, and so has Gift Pachero. And I've said that wrong, but I know I have, so that's the important thing.
Anyway, Bichetero. Yeah, now it sounds like you're insulting him and then describing another thing.
Yep, Stefan's taken out Chloe in qualifying.
Oh wow.
Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me.
Oh dear, it happens again.
Oh well, we'll find out what exactly happened there. The only man on a lap as of now is no, sorry, not on a lap. He's on an out lap. Is Manuel Antons in the AlphaTauri. Never finished an FIO race as Manuel Antons. He's only ever DNF'd, and that's a statistic he'll want to change today.
He's consistent if nothing else.
He's had a terrible start to the season. He's had a terrible FIO career so far, and he wants to get it started because, as we said, hasn't finished a race yet. His career started in season 2. He did a reserve appearance in Monte Carlo. Yep.
Where he had a quite hilarious disqualification.
He disqualified because he tried to
Unlap himself.
unlap himself. Here he is starting his lap, heading down towards turn number 1 in the AlphaTauri. We won't go on board, but we will keep an eye at the Portuguese man for this lap. Quite quick around here is Manel, has good pace, but...
And that's the other thing, he tends to struggle with the track limits.
Yeah, Manel has invalidated his lap. Next man to start a lap will be Stefan Petrovic, but I think for the safety of him and the safety of others, we won't stick with that lap. We will we'll drop down to Cito, coming through Sector 3. Cito in his third FVR race here tonight. Has did 2 reserve appearances, 1 point finish, I believe, in Silverstone. Here comes Cito, starting his lap. And as just like we were at Manel, we won't go on board, but we'll stay alongside him. A lot of drivers on out laps. We'll have a bit of traffic. Will the young Dutchman heads down towards turn 1 in that Haas F1 team car. He's got further than Manel did, so that's a positive start, if any. What's the strategy around here, Brendan? We haven't really spoken about strategy before qualifying.
Easy one stop, soft medium, or medium soft.
There you go. And it's so our second easy one stop in a row. We had Silverstone last week, and that is it for Cito's lap. That is an invalidation. But 2 of the heavy hitters, Tyler and Carem, have just started their lap. Tyler Davison, last week winner in that dramatic British Grand Prix. Make sure to go watch that one after, if you haven't already. It was quite a thrilling last few laps, if I do say so myself. He's had a wobble. He's had a wobble through there, but he's kept the car in a straight line for the most part. And he's going down this very long back straight to head towards Sector 3. This is not a bad lap so far for the Williams, apart from that mistake. Really heavy braking zone into the chicane. You want to stay in 3rd gear and flick to a left. Hard traction zone here. Chicane, it's a difficult chicane as the car can lose grip about halfway through due to that uphill nature of the corner. And now 2 fast right-handers to finish the lap. First one now, don't invalidate. Second one now, also don't want to invalidate. 4th position for Tyler. Where is Kerem going to go? He's invalidated. He will not be improving on his time. Next man to improve on a lap, that's Enzo, also invalidated. It is one of the McLarens. It is Marcel Maggiera, who has not got a time on the board yet. Has he just hit the wall? I think he's just hit the wall.
Let's move on.
Aaron McFall starting his time, hasn't set a proper time yet, with a 1:37.7, and if he has, that is some quite horrendous pace. Gift Pachero also starting his lap. I will get used to the new way to say it, don't worry, I will. Next man to cross the line, however, is Marcel Maggiera, who's backed off at the last moment, so that's at 33.0, not a representative lap time. Lewis McWilliam, the favourite for tonight's Grand Prix, puts it on a provisional pole position with a 29.3. Nice lap from Lewis. Next man to cross the line is the Mercedes of Jeroen Muller. Final corner, cross the line. That's a 30.1. Another good lap for Jeroen Muller. Next is the Red Bull of Jack Redmond, followed by his teammate of Sam Davis-Day. Here's Jack. That's second. Here's Sam. Oh, he's off. He's invalidated. His time won't be a respective time. And Cito has gone 6th with a 29.9. Beautiful lap from Cito.
Aaron's lap is going along nicely, and he's about to complete it.
We'll drop down to Aaron McFall. Final corner for the Northern Irishman. That's 3rd position. That's a good lap from Aaron. He hasn't been up there this season. He's only did 1 race. But that's a very nice lap for Aaron McFall, and he may be one to watch for the rest of this evening. No one really close to finishing a lap at the time being. A lot of invalidations around here tonight. So we'll have to wait and see. Marcel, sorry, has completed his lap, and he has gone 11th, 30.5 for Mr. Magiera. Viggo Andersson is just about starting his lap, the second Swede on the driver. We have two Swedish drivers on tonight. That is Viggo Andersson, the other one being Stefan Petrovic, who's just a position behind him. Stefan, of course, with a not really representative time of a 32.7. Viggo with a decent time of a 30.9, but he's going to have to improve if he wants to shoot himself up into the top 10. If he wants to get up into the top 8, he will have to improve by a second. Now it's getting a beautiful toe from his teammate Aaron McFall. Great teamwork from the AlphaTauri outfit. Aaron pulls to the right, and into the brakes goes Manel. Needs a big lap here. He needs a good performance today. Heading into the summer break, of course, the new game cycle approaching. Junior has disconnected. Hence why the 2-minute 8 lap time. Here comes Manel. Final corner for the Portugueseman. Where's this going to put them? That's fifth position. That's a great job from Manel. That toe, he's not beating. That's for a fact. He has gone P5 though. Really good job from Manel. Kerem's on a lap as well. He's invalidated, sorry. He is not on a lap. Enzo King has just started a lap, but he's only in sector 1, so we'll cut back to him at a later stage. Where's Viggo? Final corner for Viggo. Oh, it's no positional improvement. He's made a mistake somewhere in the third sector. He was 3/10 up.
Oh, Manel's at the wall.
Manel's out. He's out of this session, is Manel. Man, I don't think he was improving on that time anyways, because he did get a really, really nice slipstream. But he's out of this session and will not be setting another lap time. Viggo is on another lap though, and he's improving. He's the only one trying to push for a new lap time. Oh, sorry, Enzo is as well. He's invalidated, so it is only Viggo pushing for a lap time. Sector 2 now. That's a tricky corner he's just gone through, navigated well. Liam Redmond in the chat saying maybe Bahrain was a false hope. Of course, he got a very good result there. Liam Redmond currently down at 14th. Oh, bit of a slide from Viggo. And he's kept the car well. Camera. Now onto a good camera. Junior is back, so he'll be able to set another time. Here comes Viggo. Second final corner. He's at the final corner. Where's this going to put him? 14th. He's beaten Liam Redmond by a narrow margin, but he has just about beaten him. That is Viggo up into 14th spot. Good job by the young Swede. Said he was doing the Marcus Ericsson master plan before the race. Fair enough. And I have got a clip actually of the incident between Kloikman and Stefan Petrovic. He did 3 flips. Stefan had completely fully stopped his car, and she did 3 barrel rolls. And I'm not even exaggerating. That is the best crash I've ever seen.
Talk about flying form.
I wish I could put that up on the screen. That is amazing.
No. I'll talk about highs and lows.
Oh, that's it. Oh, drone's out. I looked down from my screen and I didn't see what happened, but he's out of the session. He invalidated and he'd had enough.
Wait, so, what were you saying?
I hope that's sent to the Bandit chat, because that's a huge crash. Oh, Sam Davis had a wobble, and he's back down to that one.
No.
And that's his qualifying over, unless our timers are wrong.
Evan, it has been sent to Bandit chat, or the Bandero chat though.
Oh yeah, because we're all supporting Italy this weekend, so.
Yes. And Kelly, as much as you can try and deny this, pretty much everyone else is supporting Italy.
Don't. We 14 viewers at the minute. Some of them are English. I want to keep them.
Alright. I apologize.
15 viewers now. Thank you all for the support. Couple of laps starting now. Marcel Magiera, Karem Demirtas, Stefan Petrovic. No, not in a lap. He's in the third sector and hopefully not going to be parked on it for any oncoming Williamses. 20 seconds left in the session. We're going to get going now with all the important laps of the day. Our timers are a little bit off, so don't worry about that. There is a couple more seconds. Adrian's joined us. Welcome, Adrian. Just on time. Lewis McWilliam is starting his lap. He's the man favourite to win this Grand Prix, and he is the man favourite to take pole position. Let's see what he can do. Avesta is on a lap. Look at that traffic in the third sector. It's like a car park. Where's Karem on track? Yeah, no, he's not approaching it yet, so he's just about safe. There is an absolute car park in the third sector. Aaron McFall got through. Tyler has to go to get through. There's the two Red Bulls behind him.
Time are improving, so he just hoped he doesn't hit that traffic, and he won't.
All the traffic has cleared. Karem Demirtas, he's won 2 F4 races in his career. 1 in Bahrain, 1 in Brazil. Can he take a third today? Through the second final corner. Final corner now. Oh, he's going to get a penalty for that. He's going to get a penalty for that. You're not allowed to go off at the final corner. He's on provisional pole. He will keep provisional pole, but he will get a penalty for that. Lewis is up by a tenth of a second. Can he snatch it off the Turk? Second final. No, not the second final corner, third final corner. The second final corner is approaching, and he's gone very, very wide there, almost invalidating. Might have thrown his confidence off a little bit as he enters the final corner. Here comes Lewis McWilliam. It's pole position for the Scotsman by such a narrow margin, but it could be beaten. Jack is out.
I think Karem's going for it again.
He has to, because he will. Aaron's had a snap and he's invalidated Yassine. Has invalidated Sam Davis stay. Into the last chicane. Can he pull 0.6 of a second out of the bag? Here comes Sam. Oh, only good enough for fourth. What can Tyler do? Absolutely nothing. And that is qualifying. Lewis takes pole. Karem second, but with an illegal lap.
Well, ironically enough, the thing that you were saying Karem might get a penalty for, he said his last corner was so bad.
I will need to see.
Like, if it feels like he lost time, then a penalty will be pointless.
Yeah, but if he gained time, that's a penalty. That is qualifying. I think we're just waiting because Adrian is joined late. But that is qualifying for Sochi, an interesting race. If Karem did lose time, we won't get a penalty for that. If he gained time, he will get a penalty for that. But it was a great lap from Karem, and once again an FER pole position is by less than a tenth of a second. It's going to be a good race, folks. Here's qualifying. Lewis McWilliam on pole position for Aston Martin. Karem starting second. Jack Redmond and Sam Davis a 3-4 for Red Bull. Aaron McFall will stand fifth with a great quality result considering his recent form. Yassine in 6th, Manuel 7th, Avesta 8th, Cito 9th. Tyler will start 10th. Tyler starting from down the grid again. Maybe. Good challenge for the victory here. Jerome Muller 11th. Enzo 12th. Liam Redmond 13th. Marcel 14th. Viggo Anderson will start 15th. Stefan will start 16th. Junior will start 17th. Chloe will start 18th after that colossal incident in qualifying. And Adrian Tosh will start 19th, not setting a lap. people saying, Carem, you cheat. Harry's saying, surely if he's gone wide, he's trying to lose less time than he would have. Yeah, but that's the thing. If he loses time,
look hesitant though. That's what I say.
Yeah, if he gains time,
a little bit hesitant, from what I saw, because I was on board with him.
If he gains time on his lap, on his previous lap, it's a penalty. If he doesn't gain time on his previous lap, it's not a penalty, and that's the way we're going to work it. That's the way it was told to the drivers before the race, in the race briefing, of course, and that's the way it's going to run. Well, Brendan, as per every week, who do you think can take the win in this one?
Lewis probably is. Looks like he's definitely the best race pace out of the bunch. And I mean, Carem, considering that he only was able to find him to race just today. Recently, he would struggle with the actual race and consistency. So, but then again, who knows? Carem might take a win for all we know. So, but I think it'll be one of them two.
Carem versus Lewis. It's a battle we haven't seen before. Of course, Carem, the one who scouted Lewis into the Vortex Racing team, which Lewis has left since. But it's going to be an almighty scrap if these two can keep it this way. Formation lap, though, first, of course. And another thing I wanted to tell you about, Brendan. No, we already spoke about strategy. It is a soft medium, but the tyres they'll be starting on, it will be mediums for everyone in the bottom 10 except Marcel, and softs for everyone in the top 10, as those are the tyres they qualified on. A disappointing qualifying for Jerome, would you say, Brendan?
Yes and no. Maybe not as far up as he'd like to be, but he does have the strategy card. As he'll be able to go longer, and if a safety car does come out at some point, let's say later on in the race, he'll be able to get a free pit stop and then be able to chase down others who are on mediums.
And what would you say the pit lap is here if you're on the softs, and the pit lap, of course, if you're on the mediums?
Probably, and like 10 or 11 probably be the normal. You could go 9 if you really want to try an undercut. Or you could maybe go 12 or something like that if you want to go a little longer.
Is the undercut powerful here? Or is an overcut a preferred option?
Tyre will eventually build up. It's not like other circuits where the wear comes along very quickly. It'll be more just as you use more, just as you do lapses of the circuit. But I think the undercut can be powerful if you pick the right time to do it, and if you're confident enough on like the new set of tyres.
So an interesting one all round. Lewis McWilliam has given us a very fast formation lap. He's well ahead of the back of the pack. The last man is Marcel Maggiera, who's starting 14th at the Polishman. Doing some burnouts to the back of the grid there, as Lewis is already in his grid slot. Going to be a good one for sure. Hopefully the last start lights glitch. Hopefully that's fixed for the next game.
His last race on this F1 game.
Yes, let's hope it's a good one. We had a cracker last race.
Time for the glitches.
We had a cracker last week. Hopefully we can get something similar this week. All lined up into their grid slots. Marcel Maggiera will get us underway. Once he's lined up, we're ready to go. Lewis on pole. Carem second. Junior. Oh, this is going to break the lobby. No. 3, 4, 5 red lights. The lights glitch. Oh, we've had a jump start.
Revs are coming now.
We go racing against Sochi for the final time. What's the start like for Carem? It's an fairly even one, but look at Sam Davis Day at the back, the two Red Bulls side by side, and it looks like one of them's looking to get up Carem alongside Lewis now, trying to make his way into first position in this Grand Prix. He's made it. The two Red Bulls contact is a contact with an Alpha Tauri back there. Yassine's up as well. Aaron's picked up some damage. There's a McLaren side by side. We've a spinner. We've Enzo. Enzo's been spun. Thankfully, he hasn't picked up anyone in his spin. Oh, there's a Mercedes. Jerome's out. There's a big crash there.
He's been scrolled.
there's a big crash at the back. He was airborne for a slight moment there. And he's out of this Grand Prix. Virtual safety car early here on lap 1. Yeah, that was a big one for Jerome Muller.
Why should the juniors start? Because if he does let everyone through...
He's letting everyone through. Fair play, Junior. Well done, Junior. That's what we like. If he drops to the back of the grid, he won't
17.
receive a penalty.
I believe. Yep.
Yeah, he's dropped there. Well done, Junior. That's magnificent stuff from everyone who obeys with that. Jerome actually had an issue himself that caused that collision. No one else did. Lewis managed to take that lead back. Carem seemed to win on my turn 1. Oh, a lot of 5 seconds. That must be for the Junior thing. They'll all be removed. That's for Junior, I'm sure. As you see, he's on the back of Jack Redmond.
Junior being tapped round by Wang Fei.
Oh, Junior's around and he's had a terrible start to this Grand Prix. Has our Ugandan, but Yassine's wide at the second final corner. Going to pick up a warning for that as we head on to lap 2. Hopefully a full lap of racing this time. Is Carem, just going to stick behind Lewis? He is. Lewis's pace is strong around Sochi. He'll have to do a lot if he wants to keep up with him. Is Yassine going to try something on Jack? He might try and move around the outside. These two came to tatters last week in Silverstone. Oh, but a battling behind. There's a Williams making a move on Marcel Magiera, and he has got that move done, but Marcel has the extra grip and those soft tyres. Could try the long way round. Oh, this could be close. He's gone for it. Marcel to the inside. No, hasn't got it done. Big wobble for Adrian in front.
No, Aaron and Tyler fighting up ahead.
Side by side, Aaron needs to keep this car here. Oh, no. Tap! Oh, he's around. Tyler is into the wall. And that one was caused by Aaron, unfortunately. But Tyler's lost his front wing and will drop in. Oh, and the second Williams around. A second Williams around on lap 2.
Oh, well, a bad half, well, 2 corners.
Bad sector 2 for Williams. Oh, he hasn't picked up damage. Tyler certainly has. And he slotted in behind Stefan on the mediums. We're moving back to the front of the grid now. Everyone seems to be struggling through that corner there. That's a tricky one for the traction on these tyres, seemingly. And both Williamses having a nightmare start to this Russian Grand Prix. Aaron into the pits. He's picked up damage. And the Williams team boss isn't too happy in the chat. Adrian getting some positions on Aaron, of course, because he picked. Carem is keeping with Lewis. There's your positional change. 9 for Adrian. He's our biggest gainer. Oh, Carem's wide. Carem's wide at turn 1. He's taking the escape route, so should be okay there, but it's still a warning. Of course, we're not removing that. He has ran wide, but he's keeping with Lewis. 3/10. Adrian, of course, in Antonio Giovinazzi's car. The only driver who has gained a position on every lap is Antonio Giovinazzi. Adrian doing a good job to gain 10 or 9.
If you're being realistic, although the fact Carem's in Reichnen's car is up in 2nd place, why is this 2005?
Carem has probably picked up another warning there for running wide, and he's now going to find himself under threat from Jack Redmond, and he's wide again. So Carem is struggling.
Well, yeah, if you're smart enough about track limits, then...
Oh, there's a Williams going slow.
Jack trying to go right outside. Oh, Lewis!
Oh! Carem's all around! We missed that one as I flicked. Down to Tyler and Aaron. Aaron was letting Tyler through. Virtual safety car.
At least he has a safety car.
Virtual safety car for Carem. Oh, he's messed that one up. Down at the back of the grid, Aaron let Tyler through for P17, as of course he was the one who caused that incident. Junior's hit the wall. Junior's in the wall. Junior's crashed under VSC. This will extend this for a short period of time, but it is now the one and only rivalry that's in the chat after every race, after every...
Is he going to stay in the row?
Yeah, Carem's in the pits. Carem is in the pits. Stefan is in the pits also. But the one rivalry in the chats, in the comments, whatever, is Lewis versus Jack, and we're going to witness it on track now. I think we're going green in a second, as they're starting to pick up the throttle a bit. And we go green. No drive-through penalties there, and Jack is right on the tail of Lewis McWilliam. Junior's left the session after that crash. He's had a terrible day. For Junior, he won't pick up a penalty for that jump start disconnect anyways, as he's not currently finishing the race. There's no battling in the lower order, as they are very separated due to some pit stops. Oh, bit of a lock-up for Jack Redmond there, and for Lewis. Into that corner, it's a tricky one. Marcel Magiera has got past Liam Redmond. Well done, Marcel, in the McLaren, getting past the Ferrari. Madeline Tons is in fourth. He's passed Sam Davis at that race start. Of course, there seemed to be a bit of a collision with Aaron and Sam at turn 1, because Sam was alongside his teammate, and then all of a sudden had an Alpha Terry running into the back of him. So that's what must have happened there. Jack Redmond isn't as close as Karem was into this turn 1, but that's probably because Karem completely missed his braking. And that is Yassine picking up a tree, and Manel picking up a tree. We're only on lap 5 here, so...
Did Manel pick another tree?
He picked up one at turn 1 there, so is that 6 seconds for Manel? Oh, it is. Oh, he's not looking too good here. And Jack is keeping with Lewis. So Lewis had the strong pace, of course, as we know, but he's not really... at that strong pace. Lewis, of course, winning the Formula Virtual Racing Academy race, and Jack finishing second. So we're in a similar scenario. Lewis won that by 10 seconds, though. That's the difference. And Yassine is keeping up with these. So Aston Martin, even though Legend isn't here today, still have a competent is not the word used to describe Yassine. A fast driver, Zavestin Sito. Avesta, the Ukrainian, making moves on Sito the Dutchman.
Well, at the moment... Let's see, well, Sam Davis is actually trying to pass Manel here.
Oh, this is a bold place to go for a move. He's gone round the outside, he's got it done. His name is Mr. Round the Outside, and it's Mr. Round the Outside for a reason.
Not a smart move. Look what's just gonna happen now. Just wait and see.
Manel to the left-hand side, Sam on the right, we're side by side. The AlphaTauri and the Red Bull may be friends in real F1, not here in F4. Manuel Tons keeps this 4th position, but will Sam Davis get the run? It's going to be a difficult move to hold this one around the outside. He's going for this, is the overspeed. Sam Davis the Season 2 champion, Mr. Around the Outside, has got an absolute peach of an overtake, but it won't stay.
Well, Manel round the outside, ironically enough.
Sam will try again on the back straight, I imagine.
He should get past
he went for that at the wrong time. He mismanaged that one. Stefan's picked up 5 seconds, and that is Stefan out of the Grand Prix. He has retired. Here comes Sam Davis though, the Dutchman in the Red Bull.
I'm not quite near enough to run.
There's going to be a late send if it is a send. No, Sam clever about this one. Won't go for this one, because look who's charging behind. It is Avesta Gobadi. Manel's had a slide. Sam looked for the move there. Not a clever place to go for it, but he did look for it up the top. These three all still in a bit of a train. Manel seems to be holding up Avesta, Sam and Sito. Sam is definitely going to get this one done down into turn 1, I think. The only problem is Avesta may try it as well. He's had a slide. Sito a bit too far back, and Avesta's got a much better run down this main straight than Sam Davis has, and it may be the Ukrainian who will be the next target for Manel, although Sam's skating as well. Sam Davis down the inside. Oh, he's pushed Manel off. He's pushed him off, and this is going to invite Avesta Gobadi through. He's gone for the inside on Sam Davis. Sam just doesn't have the pace. Oh, Avesta's going to get both of them. No, Manel keeps this. Excellent defending from Manel and Tons. And now Sam Davis This is really great fighting we have here, as Avesta almost got both the drivers, Manel and Sam. this is just letting our front three pull an even bigger gap. Manel to Yassine is a 5.3 gap. They'll wait for the main straight again. Sam inevitably lost out in this battle now, and will maybe come under threat from a fellow Dutchman in Sito. Kyle saying leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Well, he probably did get a game warning for that one, so... Dutch Red Bull drivers and leaving the track and gaining an advantage penalties. Name a more perfect duo for me, Brendan. Oh yeah, Manel in retirements. Avesta now. Going to look for a move.
Jack, bad internet.
His internet hasn't been bad this season at all. He hasn't disconnected once.
Well, actually, yeah. Who is the bad internet person?
Oh, Manel in. Manel's gonna trigger the pit stop war for AlphaTauri. That's an early stop. May have found himself.
Should be fine though.
May have found himself losing a bit more time than he needed with Avesta behind. Avesta now won't get DRS, but Sito is trying to get DRS on Sam Davis now. He's gonna fly past them. Yep, that's Sito up to P5.
That's a bit of damage, hardly.
He's losing a good bit of time.
No, Avesta made a huge mistake.
Oh, Avesta's... Oh, Sito's up to 4th. I've missed that one completely. Sito on a bit of a run here. Zaran's picked up at 3 seconds. He's down in 16th, of course, after that incident with Tyler. Does Sam Davis save damage? No. All looks clean on the Red Bull. Avesta. Oh, Aaron's out, sorry. Don't know why I said Avesta. Both begins with A, I guess. Aaron has retired in the pits. Karem is now side by side with Chloe. Karem's not having the best day at the office. He's pushed the Williams wide, and the Williams has picked up at 3 seconds, but that is Karem past. And into 13th spot. Can Chloe fight this one back? I don't have a clue. Can't imagine so, but Chloe's a good defender, so may happen. Jack is still right on Lewis's tail. Lewis is not getting a break from the charging Irishman behind. Karem's picked up at 3 seconds. Aston Lewis, the Aston Martin team principal. I find that hilarious, by the way. Yassine driving for Aston Martin. Yes, he is. He's just a reserve driver in replace of Legend today, because Legend could not make it. Sito into the pits. We'll see where Manel comes out in relation to this one. Good pit stop needed from the Haas crew. Of course, all the pit stops are the same, but apart from the launch out, Aaron has left the session.
Aaron.
He's out anyways, Brendan.
Oh yeah.
Manel's got a huge jump on Sito. Sito will slot. Will he slot out behind the Williams? No, he will be just in front, but he will be behind Karem. So this means Karem isn't that far off here. Oh, that's a beautiful save from Karem. I don't know if you've caught that one. That is a beautiful save from Karem. He has kept himself in some sort of race here as he had that incident. But our top 3 all still in formation. Aston Martin, Red Bull, Aston Martin. Lewis being the lead Aston Martin as Jack, struggling with the tyres, just keeps the car in. His inner rally driver coming out on him there. Goes Jack, a WRC Esports rally driver. Lewis is in. Jack Redmond will lead this Grand Prix, followed by Yassine, but that is Lewis McWilliam trying and undercutting himself, probably. No, he's covering off the undercut. Junior saying, fun fact, word that cannot be said is not a friendly word with FER. Yeah, no, it's not. Lewis for the mediums. Marcel, he's on softs, apologies. A lot of pit stops. Enzo is our lead medium runner. Avesta in, Sam in, and Manel. Where's Manel going to come out in? Is he going to be in front of Avesta? He's going to be behind Avesta. I think he's well in front of Avesta. Manel, wow, that was a big undercut from Manel, and Tons is gain time on Lewis even.
Karem's now ahead to Sam Davis, eh?
Oh, Karem the Turk, who lives in Holland, is ahead of the Holland who lives in Holland, so these two could go to war physically tonight if it all ends in firework moments. Karem and Manel, both undercuts, proving very powerful here. Of course, Carem was triggered due to an incident. Will Jack and Yassine pit the slap? I imagine so.
Another save from Carem there.
Carem seems to be struggling on the mediums a little bit, but let's keep an eye. Jack's picked up his first 3 seconds of the day. And these are both in. Yassine pushing the pit lane quite a lot here. And getting the speed under. Well done, Yassine. He's gained time there on the entrance into the pits. Manel gets past Viggo Anderson. As Manel's in a good position here. If it's a slow stop from the Red Bulls or from the Aston Martins, Manel could be onto something here. As the leader of the race will be Marcel on the softs, but it will be Enzo on the mediums once we are finished. Lewis is going to be years ahead of these two. He has just passed them now as there's Jack entering the pit lane, exiting the pit lane, apologies. Oh, not that far behind actually. Not that far behind.
It's deceptive.
That one's caught me out just as much as it cost just as much as it probably caught Lewis out, thinking he's a good bit ahead. But Jack Redmond maintains this gap. Yassine has lost a lot there. He's not as close at all. He's out of DRS. As Viggo Anderson picking up a tree.
It'll take too long for him to get back into it. Justin Laval, but he misses braking there.
Oh, Manel's picked up another 3. Not good for Manel. He's not in a good spot. As Sam Davis is pushing to get past Carem. Carem on 6-lap old medium. Sam on very fresh soft compound tyres. This could be
medium. I didn't know softs were yellow now.
That's what I said. Carem on a 6-lap old set of mediums.
You said Sam on a fresh set of softs. Can you not hear?
Watch the stream back. I did not say that. Lewis has passed Liam Redmond. Hold on, I'm going to mute my mic and listen now.
And what, Sam? He is past Carem. Sam, he's managed to keep ahead of Carem, who was, if a moment he might try get back past Marcel into the pits there. No, but Manel, Manel's in again, he's probably retiring.
Yes, that's softs, ignore that. Oh, Manel's out. What's happened there?
He retired in the pits.
Manel! Manel and Tons is out.
No, we're getting a battle here, Liam Redmond and Yassine Sadvi.
Yassine on the inside.
But now...
Oh, he's pushed Yassine off the circuit. And he's going to have to concede this one out of fairsmanship.
Well, one Redmond would be very
Carem's out.
Oh, it looks like Carem's had a grudge on.
No, he's retired on track.
Oh, well.
That's a penalty, but not that Carem cares. He's not even racing here anymore, I don't think. But that is Carem out, and it's all happening on lap 12 here. When, of course, I mute my mic, because Manel got a speeding in the pit lane and then retired, yeah. Unfortunate for Manel, but his streak of not finishing an FER race continues. And Carem has left, meaning the battle now for the race win is most certainly Lewis versus Jack. We'll find out what happened to Carem. Yeah, Carem said, oops. That's all he said. Carem saying, oops, 14 laps to go. Lewis McWilliam leads, almost pulling Jack Redmond out of his DRS. If Lewis wants a helping hand here, he needs Yassine to attack Jack and gain back close to him. Can you show penalties? Yes, we can. Lewis, the only one not picking up a penalty in the main battle. Neither has Liam Redmond, neither has Avesta, Sam, Cito, Marcel and Tyler. Chloe has 3, Viggo 8, but 5 of that can be removed. Adrian 6, Yassine 3, and Jack 3, and Enzo 5.
Yeah, Enzo was he'll serve 5 seconds when he gets to the pit, I believe was it for the overtaking.
Yeah, I think it was for the overtaking junior. I triggered that.
Can that be removed?
Yeah, it will be removed.
Oh yeah, you can be removed as long as it's served under green flag conditions.
Well, yeah, if it's a safety car, it won't be, but hopefully, well, maybe for racing action, a safety car would be nice, but Adrian's really struggling, and that's going to be a Vesta absolutely flies past him. That is P6 now for the Ukrainian, and charges on after him and Sam. Just both lost out so much on the pit stops. But so far, it looks like Lewis will extend his championship lead as they are now coming up to catch up to Enzo. Enzo, of course, hasn't pit yet. He's been on mediums this whole time. And he will fly past, I imagine. Jack Redmond, though, is really, really close behind. So Lewis must have made some sort of mistake to let the Red Bull catch up and to let the other Aston Martin, Yassine, catch up. They're going to get this lap. Lewis is going to get this lap traffic of Enzo to help here. As now there's a car between, but Lewis has had a snap. Lewis has had a snap. Jack Redmond flies past Enzo. He's the speed on Lewis. He could go for a double, possibly. He's going to go down the inside. Jack Redmond, he's looked for it. No, Lewis defends. Jack is surely going to keep behind through these 90-degree corners here at the end of Sector 1 and start of Sector 2 now. But that was a big opportunity Jack's missed due to the AI. No, not the AI, apologies. The lapped car of Enzo King. Yassine getting past Enzo now. Enzo doesn't want to fight this one too much because Yassine will push him off the track and will not think twice about it. And Avesta is catching up to Liam Redmond down the order. Adrian has run wide to let Sam through. Enzo's got back past Yassine. Yassine down the inside. Oh, this one's a tricky one. And Enzo has kept this position. Yassine running wide onto the curb. He's going to try around the outside. He is. Yassine Sadfi round the outside. Oh, fantastic move from Yassine. That's left Enzo for dead. Well done, Yassine.
Cost him in the long run.
It has, but it was a beautiful move. ERS is quite similar for Jack and Lewis. 14 for Jack, 11 for Lewis. Enzo's fighting back, you see, and he's going to try around the outside. These two on a real scrap here, but Enzo's run wide. He'll take the escape road, and Yassine swerved to cover him off his entrance. That was dirty, but luckily nothing happened there. This one is hurting Yassine's chances of anything, and the two Hasses are going at it at the back of the grid. Cito and Vigo. Of course, Cito Skills was having a good run, and now Chloe is being passed by Marcel, making it a Williams 12-13. Not a good day for Williams, considering they had such a great week last week. Jack is not as close to Lewis this lap as he was on the previous, where he was going for a move. Enzo is gaining a lot on Yassine, so he's running definitely more straight line speed, and I'm surprised he still has this much grip on these mediums compared to Tree Lap Old. Tree Lap Old mediums. I've said softs twice now instead of mediums. Avesta getting past Liam Redmond for P number 5. Awesome job from Avesta. Now Jack, can he get a better exit than Lewis? No, he's had a little bit of a slide, and that will be Lewis gaining on the straight now until the DRS kicks in. Lewis is doing a fantastic job at race management here. He did a fantastic job in his only win last season. And Paul Ricard, he's doing a fantastic one now again. As there's battling, that is Adrian and Cito. Cito has made moves past Adrian, who hasn't pit yet, neither has Vigo. So them two are going to fall like a stone. Chloe has pit for softs, I imagine, to go for a fastest lap attempt. But I think that could be beaten, seeing as Enzo hasn't pit yet, and he will be going on to softs. And that is just Holly getting past. Still Williams 12-13. There's a bit of a scrap going on, though, between Cito, Adrian, and Vigo. Adrian was gained a lot from the race start, hasn't gained as much now.
Going in the pits for softs.
We said that. That's
Yeah,
a minute
anyway.
ago.
Anyway.
Jack, a
Tyler's
little bit
still on the
closer.
hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised Tyler hasn't pit yet. Because he wants to challenge for some sort of championship here. He needs to pick
I
up
guess
points.
it's just a library.
Oh, Adrian and Vigo. Oh, Vigo's kept the car there. But Adrian's going to go the long way. Oh, he's run off the circuit. Oh, Adrian's had a wobble. And he's kept the car very well there. But that is Vigo and Cito both making moves. And that's Sam Davis making moves on Liam Redmond, who's finally in. The first of our medium starters.
Both of them are into the pits now.
Oh yeah, Vigo and Adrian both in the pits. He's picked up 3 seconds for corner cutting. And Jack is now 7/10 behind Lewis, meaning Lewis has had a much better turn 1 and turn 2 than. Marcel is now up to 8. Where are these going to come out? Liam Redmond's going to come out in 9th, Adrian 10th, Vigo 11th. No, Tyler might pick up a few here.
He is struggling.
Tyler might pick up a few points here if he can just manage to get past these and keep them behind. He's in 11th. And Adrian's on softs. I can't imagine Tyler will be gaining much from this race, and I don't know why he went to the hards, because he could have did mediums.
Did he for the hard? That's the question.
He's did 13 laps, so I imagine when he got spun by Aaron that time.
Yeah.
Which would
Not
lap
sure
4.
I think he could have survived on mediums. Maybe just.
I think he could have, possibly. Jack within 0.5 of a second again of Lewis. We haven't seen these two go side by side or fight yet, but they're definitely in a pace battle of whoever can just has the most pace. Lewis just doing a fantastic job as race management, but is using a lot more ERS than Jack is. Jack 33, Lewis 13. Yassine is a good bit behind and doesn't seem to be getting back in this one, so we now have a 2-horse race for the victor of the final FVR race on F1 2020, and Jack needs to get a move on if he wants to take this one. He's over 3 seconds. Could you check Lewis's warnings, however, for me? I can check Lewis's warnings then.
Okay, I will. Just seeing someone. Lewis hit one warning on lap 5.
So Lewis doing an excellent job and doesn't seem to be picking up a penalty. Junior saying Jack might win this race in ERS management. He could well do. Enzo hasn't pit yet, which I'm surprised about. He obviously doesn't have much faith in his softs. As that is the fastest lap for Chloe on softs.
Hang on, let me see. Lewis, yeah, it was just one exceeding track limit.
Jack's gone for it. Jack's got it done. Completely missed that as he didn't seem to be close. He just was gained a lot of time. Jack Redmond's taken the race lead of the Russian Grand Prix, but he's
flustered Lewis.
Lewis McWilliam. Can he keep this one? It's going to be close because Lewis didn't expect that as much as we didn't. Did not expect that one. Jack all of a sudden had this sudden burst of pace, and now they've swapped. Deja vu now, except it's an Aston Martin behind the Red Bull instead of vice versa. What can Lewis do to fight back is the question. He's in the race here. He's in the race lead technically according to penalties. But can that stay? Personally, I think it can. But we'll wait and see as Liam Redmond snaps the fastest lap. And why hasn't Enzo pit yet? It's our own gamer, where's Wally? Why hasn't Enzo pit yet?
I can give you one very clear answer. He wants to see if there is a damn safety car.
It's Russia, you're not going to get one.
Didn't we have one yesterday in FERA?
I don't know, I wasn't there. Here comes Lewis.
You should.
Is he closer to Jack? No, he's not. Yeah, okay. You did, I know, I realised that. As that is Viggo Anderson getting past Tyler on hards. Tyler
Oh God, you could say you could make a few jokes about that. Oh,
No, please do not even.
No, I won't. All right.
What? No.
Well, yeah. Let's just not go there.
Enzo's in. Enzo's finally picked for the set of stops. Where is he going to come out? I imagine in the battle with Marcel and Liam. Possibly. Lewis must have made a mistake. He was 1 second off his PB lap. Yes, I think so. I think that's why Jack did snatch the race lead. He took an opportunity and got it done. And we're sorry for missing that race leading overtake. As Alton is out. He's crashed. He's crashed. And we have a safety car.
And poor Enzo is either going to be blessed or he's probably going to be cursing him.
Enzo is going to be screaming. There's going to be a lot of German curse words.
Well, yeah.
We have a safety car with 7 laps to go. This will either work in favour of Lewis, as he doesn't have a penalty, or against Lewis, as Jack is now in front.
Well,
this is going to be very interesting.
So and I think Lewis will be hoping actually that his team effort today is not going to be.
Oh, Yassine's fighting on 100%. Yassine does not care about teammate. Lewis 5 seconds. Lewis is sped in the pits. Lewis McWilliam has sped in the pits and now has received a 5-second time penalty.
No, Jack didn't get held.
The ball is in Jack's court now, all of a sudden, when he didn't expect it. He's leading the race, and now has the penalty advantage, but Lewis has the pace.
This might just end up being a smash and grab from Jack.
Oh, we are in for a thriller. Poor Enzo, I honestly feel sorry for him. He's still going to gain a few positions. He'll gain on Cito, he'll gain on... Oh no, he won't, he's a Delta. He will gain on Cito, and Vigo has received the drive-through for speeding under safety car. He's in the pits, so I don't know how he's got that.
I don't know, someone was probably gone just before and only come up now.
Oh, there's a sense that there's an angry Scotsman in the cockpit of that Racing Point / Aston Martin. Because not only does he have the penalty, he has Yassine behind him, who is going to fight him.
I was wondering if Avesta would have been able to catch...
Avesta doesn't have a penalty, actually.
Yeah, actually, that is a good point.
Avesta's in the best position right now. Jack has 3 seconds, Lewis has 5, and Yassine is 9. Sam's back in this one. Oh, I love FPR. We always have this sort of drama at the end of a race. Liam Redmond is also in a good position, but I don't think he's the pace to just quite keep up with these front runners. There's a superior gap now in the top 5 and then 6 below. That's due to the DNFs of cars such like Manel, Aaron Tyler, Jerome Jr. Junior saying, Khalil, prepare the Avesta win graphic. Well, Khalil doesn't make the win graphic, so you'll want to message Chloe, who's currently in P12, so you're not going to get a response. Safety car not in on this lap. We will get one more lap. The Aston Martin team principal is hoping Yassine doesn't fight Lewis. I wouldn't hold your breath.
That hope is probably not going to be fulfilled.
Can't imagine it is. Oh, he's picked up a tree for corner cutting under safety car.
Oh,
Khalil saying Tyler benefited from a safety car last race. Now he is the cause of the safety car. Yep, That's true.
Either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself becoming a villain.
If ever there was a better time for a good quote, if there was an ever a good time for you to say your first ever quote on stream, Brendan, that was it.
Oh, well, J. Order Plonk.
That was your own quote. You didn't take that from someone. That was an FEO exclusive.
No, that's my exclusive, and and I'm now suing you for trademark infringement.
We're gonna get rid of the tires because everyone's on softs. We are going to go to the. We'll show the penalties first. So it is 3, 5, and 9 for Jack, Lewis, and Yassine. It is 9 for Adrian, drive 3 for Vigo, and 12 for Chloe. We'll then show the positional change: 2 up for Jack, down 1 for Lewis, up 3 for Yassine, up 4 for Avesto, down 1 for Sam, up 7 for Liam, up 5, sorry, for Enzo, up 1 for Cito, up 5 for Marcel, up 9 for Adrian, the biggest gainer so far today, up 4 for Vigo, and up 6 for Chloe. Good chance for the Williams' first points here. Safe cars in this lap.
Only 30 seconds.
So long, Brendan. So long. Jack Redmond to get us underway. Lewis McWilliam needs a jump here. He needs something to stick with this man. That's easier said than done. Much easier said than done. As here comes Lewis McWilliam. Jack's gone. We go racing here in Sochi for the second time. Oh no, he's held it. He's held it. And now he's gone. The game held its throttle there, as there has been some overtakes already. We go racing for the second time in Sochi. Lewis is going to find himself under hassle from Yassine. Down towards turn 1. The 2 Aston Martins, as we predicted, are going to go at it. Yassine, can he try the inside? No, Lewis keeps it, but needs to get a move on if he wants to get past Jack Redmond. Avesta is already fading. Cito's picked up a penalty. Enzo trying the outside on Liam Redmond. Could get well done. The Alpine sends it for P6. Oh, he's almost got it, but Liam Redmond has got this one. Could be a collision here. No, Enzo's got this move done. Back up to the front. Lewis needs to get past Jack, and he needs to gain on him. Jack can race manage from here, but he also needs to pull 3 seconds from the Ukrainian of Avesta Gobadi and 3 from the Dutchman of Sam Davis, his teammate. Sam lost the race win on penalties. The other Red Bull could do it so. 4 laps to go as we cross the line. 4 this time. Vigo does have that drive through, of course. He has served that now. He's well down and unfortunately won't gain much from this race. Wasn't many positional changes there, but the penalties will be the big factor here in Russia. Jack weaving to keep Lewis out of a slipstream, because Lewis needs to get a move and needs to gain 2 seconds, or hope Jack checks another penalty. Brendan, are you back with me?
Yep.
Could you check Jack's warnings?
I shall. I believe he was a 4 last time.
Oh, the Ferrari of Liam Redmond's gone wide through the last corner. He's had some sort of a slide. So Jack still has 2 warnings in the bank. Yassine's engine glitch has fixed, thankfully, and he's now right on the back of Lewis, but Lewis is right on the back on Jack. He needs to push if he wants to take the race win. He's really gunning for this one. You can see it in his driving, braking late, trying everything. There's a battle for 10th with Adrian and Chloe, but we are going to just unfortunately have to miss that one, as there's a battle between Liam and Cito and Lewis McWilliam. Yes, Enzo's picked up a penalty. Avesta's still in this one for the race win. We're concentrating on Lewis and Jack, but Avesta's currently in the race lead. We're going to show the gap to the leader for the rest of the Grand Prix, as that's the one that really matters here. 3 seconds between Avesta and Jack, and it's a win for Avesta. Lewis needs to make his move now. He needs to do it this lap if he wants a chance of pulling 2 seconds. The Aston Martin team principal hoping for a Jack 3 seconds. Jack doesn't make mistakes often, but this is his time to fold. DRS enabled, so Lewis will have this extra bit of boost down the straights. He's got it this lap, and it's activated. Jack pulls to the right hand side to break the toe. Avesta is 2 seconds behind Jack. Sam's almost out of DRS. Sorry, not out of DRS, almost out of the 3 seconds already. Lap 25 at 27. Lewis needs to get a move on here. Yassine's out of DRS. I think these two are going to fall away from our front two, because Lewis is pushing, Jack is pushing, but Jack's almost out of ERS. Lewis has a lot more ERS. Junior said earlier that Lewis could lose this race on ERS management. Jack could lose this race on ERS management if it came down to it. He's run wide. He's run wide. A mistake from the Red Bull. Jack is making a fair few mistakes, and it looks like Liam Redmond. Oh, there's a bit of front wing on. It's chaos here at the back. Chaos here at the back for Liam Redmond. He's pushing Adrian. Oh, he's made a mistake and he's fallen. Oh, he slips through. Round the outside for the Williams. Oh, splendid move. Really nice move. Gonna have to cut to the front. No, they're still about in that chicane section. We could get this move done for 9th for Williams. Oh, it's gonna be the long way. He's gonna have to keep down the inside. This one could be well done for the Williams. Adrian's still gonna hold it round the outside, but there's nowhere to go surely after this one. No, really great fighting from the back markers here, but just have to cut to the front because look who's attacking. This charging Scottish warrior of Lewis McWilliam to the right hand side to take the race lead.
Got it.
He's got it, but the switchback for Jack Redden, the fight we've been waiting for all season. Lewis has blocked him with a block pass there, but Jack Redmond still has the overspeed. He just needs to keep within 2 seconds. Sorry, Avesta is still technically in the race lead of this one. Anyone could win this. It's another classic here at FPR. Jack has picked up a 3 seconds.
And that's it gone.
That's it gone for the Red Bull. Lewis and Avesta now. The fight on time. Just to cut back here, he's gone round the outside on Cito. But Cito's held this one. We just have to stick to the front for this because anyone could win it.
No, Cito's went massively off. He's off.
Cito is off, and it's no points for Haas today. 11th, sorry, yes, 11th and 12th with a DNF. Jack's gone for it again, down the inside. Jack Redmond pushes Lewis wide. No, Lewis loses the race lead again, and Avesta's in the race lead now. 4-car fight for the win on the final lap. Yassine could fight this one as well. We can't keep up, as Yassine tries it but can't quite get it done. This is going to be an excellent final lap here. Jack Redmond in the net race lead, but Avesta in the time race lead. Lewis, DRS activated. It was his race to lose, and he's going to well and truly lose it if he can't pull off something magical on this final lap. Avesta's confident. You've seen these two could start fighting now. Avesta, 3rd position, gets the job done, but he's almost hit Lewis. Avesta's run wide. Sorry, you've seen it's run wide. Avesta's holding it round the outside. P3. He's got it done, but this lets these two pull away a little bit. Avesta may not have DRS on this long straight, but Lewis is still going to want to get past Jack because Jack has become a holding train. You see it's disconnected, meaning Sam Davis could get this position. Jack and Lewis, the battle we've waited for all season, and I don't think either of them are going to win it. Avesta, the Ukrainian, could win this one, as Lewis
doing to me.
Avesta has kept himself clean in this race. If he picks up a penalty now, he'd still win it as well. He has that buffer. But here comes Lewis McWilliam for the on-track race lead. He has to get it done here. Inside or outside? Make your choice, says Jack. Inside, outside. Lewis picks the outside. Can't get it done. Avesta's on the attack and he's in a great position. Jack's struggling with the tired. Lewis could still take, he's still going to take 2nd position in this one and take the championship lead into the break. We've had non-stop action. Is Lewis still going to try it to take the race lead?
We'll end up ahead, just about, remember.
Jack Redmond, final corner. It's an on-track win, but it's Avesta who takes the win on penalties.
Sam
Sam
P2.
devastating second. Lewis third. Jack Redmond fourth. Enzo fifth. Yassine seventh. Marcel sixth. Chloe, I don't know what position the Williams will end up. It will be 10th for the Williams and points. First of the season. And Vigo will finish 11th. That was hectic. That was very, very hectic.
Jack says 3 to remove.
And we've post-race interviews to look forward to. So we will be getting Avesta, Sam and Lewis in for the post-race interviews. Whew, that was a very interesting race. Carl saying, was Lewis's 5 seconds fair? It was speeding in the pit lane, which means it was definitely fair. If you can just get Avesta, Lewis and Sam in the party for the post-race interviews, that was mega.
Mega race indeed.
2 classics heading into the season break. Avesta takes his first FER win here in Russia, followed by Sam in second and Lewis in third. Jack fourth for Red Bull, Enzo fifth, Marcel sixth, Liam Redmond seventh, Yassine eighth, Adrian ninth, and Chloe 10th to round out the points. Vigo 11th, Cito 12th, Tyler 13th, Karem 14th, Avesta 15th, Aaron 16th, Stefan 17th, Junior 18th, and Jerome Muller 19th. Of course, those last from Cito down are non-finishes. Enzo saying check race director for me. We will check. I can't check it unfortunately for you, Enzo. Sorry about that one. Sorry about that one, Enzo. We can't quite check that, but our podium sitters have joined us now. Well done, guys. We're going to go to Avesta first, obviously. Avesta, how does it feel to take your first race win?
He's connected to the party, I think.
Hello?
Okay. Avesta, hello?
Hello? Yes.
Hello, Avesta. We'll start again, as I didn't realise you're still connecting. How does it feel to take your first race win?
I mean, it always feels good. Didn't expect to win today at all. I had good pace. I knew I would be at least in the podium, but not for the race win. Yeah, it paid off to drive safe and secure without penalties. So yeah.
Sam, another man without penalties and snuck his way through. You had an interesting race, Sam. What happened at turn 1 though? We didn't quite catch that one.
Yeah, Skills Virus. He went to the right, I Jack on the left, so it was 3 right, 3 wide going into turn 1. So I needed to brake a bit harder, but then I got hit from behind and I almost spun, so yeah, that messed up my race a bit. But yeah, it wasn't a great race. I'm not happy about it. I got hit multiple times by a lot of people, but yeah, congrats to Avesta for winning. You had an amazing pace. I couldn't keep up with you, but yeah, it wasn't a good race.
Lewis, I know this one may sting a little because you had the best pace out there today. But can you give us your thoughts on that race?
It doesn't really sting because I'm fairly 100% certain that penalty get removed. So it's...
Well, it was speeding in the pit lane, so...
Basically, I clicked the pit lane limiter on at about 32 mile an hour or something. The limit's 36. I put the limiter on, put my throttle down, and it decided it wanted to go up to 36 or 38. Sorry.
Okay, that's fair enough. But how do you feel about the rest of it? Of course, there was the fight with Jack that we've been... well, me and Brendan have been eagerly waiting for that one. And there was the race management, which you did an excellent job on before the safety car. So, do you think Jack's defending was fair? And do you think his overtakes were fair there?
Oh, I think his defending... It's not... It was just fair, hard racing, I suppose. You're not going to get anything else at the top end of the field.
Brendan,
call
any
for
questions?
Karem.
Oh, yeah.
That was a top.
We will be
situation.
taking a look at Karim's lap because that one may not have been legal, but that doesn't matter. He didn't finish the race, anyways. Brendan, any questions for the guys?
Not much, but well, let's me get the championship up. That'll probably be the context of the question.
Well, it's got to be Lewis leading because I don't think Sam was only 3 points behind him, and Legend wasn't here.
Well, yes, Sam was 139, there was 47, so I guess maybe some. Obviously, with a new game, obviously things will be a little bit different. So
Yeah.
how do you think you guys will feel about the championship then?
I have no idea. It depends on how well the game suits me. But yeah, you know, another championship fight. I've been fighting for the championship the last 3 seasons with a lot of people. Hopefully this one goes my way. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit disappointed the new game's coming. We've had 2 brilliant races.
Yeah.
And just by the way, Avest, Junior called your race win in the chat.
Sorry, what? I didn't hear.
Junior said, I can't remember what time, but he said a bit ago. I'll just get his comment back up here now. He said, I'll bet you 300... No, that was a different thing, but he did say... he said something about Avesta winning. Junior commented a lot. Thanks, Junior. That helped us. He said you were going to win, basically, so he's called it. Fair play, Junior.
Yeah, fair play to Junior. I wouldn't bet it for myself. I mean, I knew I had pace, but started from 9th, I think. Yeah, it was 9th. I expected more fights and etc. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just finally happy to show my real pace. And next season I'll just be stronger and we will fight for better results.
Thank you all very much, guys. That is all we do have time for here. We've a bit of a lengthy break now until the end of August. Not the end of August, the middle of August, due to the game. I mean, we do hope you enjoyed the race. I certainly did. Don't know about you, Brendan. But do stay safe, do stay well. We will see you soon. Make sure to follow our Instagram to keep up with all updates about the league at Formula_virtual_racing. And keep up with our Twitter that hasn't posted in about a year's time. That is at FER Official. We'll catch you next time.